think it was disconnecting like every hour with Skyrim. That's dumb.
Oh, is it back? I like how it doesn't really update for me unless I refresh. Also, I can't watch my own stream because it's meant for mature audiences. Alright. Yeah, I guess just let me know if it goes down again, because I'm not going to be able to tell. For the record, that was not the capture card, that was just OBS. Here, I'll just dance a little bit. Okay, so assuming that, when I upload this to YouTube, I don't bother editing together the first couple minutes, you didn't miss much. I learned...
Many jokes that are glorious.
Oh, yeah.
The fuck is that?
I don't know. The door is open behind you.
It sounds like a fucking ghost in there. I don't want to go in there, man.
Is there a ghost? We gotta find out now.
No, but there's a gate right there.
Huh?
But there's a gate right in there.
Uh-oh. I would not even be able to use Amiibo even if I wanted, because this is an old 3DS that doesn't have that, and I don't have the little dongle thing for it. But yeah, like I was saying, you missed, like, for those watching the archive, you didn't really miss more than, like, 5 minutes. Basically, I learned how the controls work. Vaguely, and that's about it. I might edit it together, but I know I'm too lazy to do that. So what is this thing? I hope this music gets more energetic soon, because I like the main tunnel theme in Metroid 2. So far, this has not been it. Well, there's our Maru Mari. Why are these just ripped from Prime? That's really weird. Passages, push down while crouching, tap the map on the touchscreen. Tap the map on the touchscreen, okay. Why is that a thing? So what am I supposed to be reading? Just the fact that I can do that. Was there like an item description thing somewhere that I'm supposed to read? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't need to do that right now, but I'll keep that in mind. Where's item description? Oh, here we go. This is just what it said before, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm needing to read that, but I guess just the tap the map thing. Yo, how I get rid of you? I guess like that. Ammo refill, or... oh, it's a save. It looked like the ammo refill thing. I don't know, I guess I have to remember what things are. Clearly, I've never played a Metroid game before, so I'm going to be complete ass at this. Also, I think there was a missile if I backtrack. I should probably do that. But first, we've got things. I remember this from, like, the pre-release info. This just says, like, how many Metroids you need to kill to do stuff. And we immediately leave. Except I can't. Yay! Yay, can't go back for that missile. Yay, okay. Is this... yeah, that is most certainly damaging. I'm gonna have to get used to this combat system. This is still weird to me. What do we got here? Actually, wait, am I supposed to be doing that, or... Yeah. What is this door? This is a weird door. Yeah, I figured that was the lava. I don't know why they changed it to purple drink, though. There's some Dead Guy Perez's, always a good addition. What the hell is this? Sure, I like glowy things, why not? I remember them explaining this in the, like, the original trailer, or not trailer, but like the direct thing. I don't know what it actually is, though. Let's see. Special abilities. Okay. Scan Pulse uses Aeon to scan an area, used to reveal map information and location of breakable blocks. Up on D-pad. Like, do I need this, or is this just an optional thing if you get stuck? Alright. Wait, I didn't do that. The game just used it. And now we've got the tunnel music. There we go. That looks decidedly not like an Alpha Metroid. That just looks like a regular one. I shouldn't be able to beat that without Ice Beam. That would be cheating. And now I just have amiibo options for some reason, because why not?
You want the amiibo?
I can't use it.
Oh. Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because this is an old 3DS, it doesn't have the thing on it.
Oh, great. I thought you were getting the new one.
I do have an out-of-box Samus amiibo, but it's the original one. What do the amiibos do in this game, anyway? Anyone know?
Probably drop items, I'd say.
Hello. What are you?
Looks like a kill all enemies still.
Possibly. Ooh, can I do the fusion, like, floating in midair jump trick? No, I cannot. Okay.
They built it from the ground up.
Well, I mean, I figured they did, but...
And it wasn't Grezzo's version of ground up.
Which involves, putting blocks inside wells.
Yes.
And making the Jabu trigger easier to access.
Yes. I'm not good over that. Music seems cool. Is it like a remix, or...?
Yeah. This map is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. I don't know why I was expecting it to be like a one-to-one thing, because it... Obviously, like, the original game is hella outdated, but... Reserve tanks, art, and very hard mode. Oh boy. Three. Why 3? That's weird.
Versus what?
5. Actually, in Metroid 2 they give you 10. In almost every other game they give you 5.
Maybe there's more of them in this game.
Okay, I get it. There's a Metroid nearby. You can stop flashing. Like, my god.
It sounds like a squishy alert.
What is this?
Bomb.
I don't have bombs.
You gotta come back.
Here, let me do the scan thing. Wait, can I do this? How does the scan thing work? I thought you just pressed up on the D-pad for it. Do I need energy for that, or... I don't know, whatever. I mean, yeah, I could have tried a missile, but...
I thought you did.
Yeah. Up and A, okay.
And it says...
There we go.
I did that.
Because it's evolving.
Turns into a sand creature. It's a quick evolution. Should have hit B.
And dead. Yeah, that didn't take much effort. And I've absorbed DNA. I don't know why. Oh, so I can insert it into the Volcanion statue. Okay.
No, that's, God, I can't remember it, but from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh god, Shenmue?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I
Shendu?
wanna say Shendu. Yeah, Shendu. It's totally Shendu.
Missile door. So anyway, I'm gonna try to backtrack because I've got like item icons on the map that I would like to check out, but I don't know if I can actually get back to those or not. Goodbye forever. I don't know what these doors are. Are these just like one way, you can't go through these type doors, or is there like something I'm missing here? Man, I am taking a lot of really easily preventable damage from enemies in this. Wait, that's a charge shot door? Oh, I don't have... Yeah, I mean, just for the record, when I ask stuff like that, I don't necessarily, like, need an answer. Like, I can try to figure that stuff out on my own. But, yeah, I don't care if people tell me necessarily. Ooh, D-Hack. I will take that. Okay, so judging from the map, I don't think I can actually get any other items. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Because there's stuff, I assume my mouse does show up on this, right? Yeah. There's stuff here, which I don't think I can get back up to. There's something way the hell up here. I don't know. I'll be able to backtrack later. Right now, I'll just keep going. Let's go to the red door. Bombs? Oh, there's a charge beam. Okay. I wasn't expecting to get it this early. That's right. Bombs are probably in the first Chozo base. Alrighty. Yes, indeed. I do have a 3DS capture card now. Just got it in the mail about an hour ago. Well, 2 hours. It is not actually mine, though. It's just being lent to me for an undetermined amount of time. I'm still finding it weird that holding L doesn't automatically aim up at a 45-degree angle. I'm finding it hard to actually keep an eye on the map the way I'm playing right now because I've got the map so tiny down in the corner there. And since I'm not actually looking at the 3DS, it's, like, smaller than I'm used to. I don't know, maybe I'm just stupid. So there's some kind of glowing thingus over here. I'm not sure what that is. I will have to head to that eventually. That's not the... Oh, actually, is that where I'm supposed to take... Yeah, that's the place where I dump off the Metroid. Never mind. I'm liking the remix. It's pretty good. And then immediately died a Hornode. The Hornode is basically the only enemy that I know the name of in this game. It is quite possible that there will be more Pokemon streams. Just so people kind of know what I'm thinking on that matter. Right now, obviously, I'm finishing Yellow, and I'm going to be doing Crystal shortly after that's finished. Ultra Sun and Moon are coming out, which I am still not, like, excited for, but I was going to get and play anyway. And now that I have a capture card, I probably could do something with that. Like, I might stream it. I don't know. I haven't really thought of that yet. But, this system also came... Like, because this isn't a brand new system, it was sent to me by someone who's been using it for stuff. It has digital copies of both Sun and Alpha Sapphire on it, which are the versions that I have not played of those, and, like, I would be somewhat interested in doing something with those at some point. So it's like, I've basically got a shit ton of Pokemon games that I can now, like, record from, and I don't know if I should, because I'm already, like, doing Pokemon stuff, and I don't want to, like, completely overdose on it, so... Let's just say I'm not in any rush to start those, but I can do them when I feel like it. Alright, let me check one more time if I can get this item. Apparently an item here. I'm not sure where. Well, I don't have Pokemon Bank. I guess it wouldn't kill me to spend money and get it. Oh, yo, get up. Yo! Alright, fine. Let's do the scan thing. Let's see how that works. Okay, up in A. I'm doing up in A. It's not doing anything. Oh, wait. Here we go. There it is. Okay. So how do I get to that? Can I actually wall jump? Is it not going to let me? Does this game not let you wall jump in, like, corridors like this? That's slightly annoying. Okay, so I guess I can't actually get that. Had to get it on the way down. Oh well. I'll know it's there for later, then. And what is this green door? I assume I can't do anything with it yet. No, okay. I'll worry about that later on, then. Well, it's impossible to get until I find another way around. Favorite ghost type would be my favorite Pokemon overall, which is Spiritomb. Ghost is my favorite type, though. So there are a lot of good ones. Okay, anyway, I've been wandering through the same area like 25 times, so let's actually move on. Does saving heal you in this game? It does not, okay. Ignore these things. Okay, fine, I'll refill my missiles. Gotta get at least 75 grass ghost types per generation. It's important. Okay, so anyway, going back up. Is that a thing I've interacted with yet? Actually, I don't think I can. That looks like a bomb block or something. Or no, that's the thing I dropped through earlier. $264 missiles, that is weird. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of the purple drink. I mean, so far the game seems pretty cool. I've not seen much of it, but it's, the first new Metroid game that I've given a shit about since Prime 3, which was released in, like, 2007, so, yeah, it's been a while. So, here's a question that I don't mind if people answer. In a lot of the older Metroid games, like Super, and actually only Super now that I think about it, if there's like an obscure upgrade in a room, it doesn't always indicate it with a dot on the map. Does this game always tell you when there's one? Or does it like still leave some secret? Here's where Ridley's bar would be, I think. This game does always tell you? Okay. Yeah, that is most certainly a Chozo statue. I've encountered quite a few of these already. Why is this one special? What did that do? What did that do? Block? Apparently so. Oh, that's a bomb block, okay. At least I think that's a bomb block. It looks like one. Find out later, okay. There's some random crystal formation up there. What is this? Just telling you that you can wall jump? Or actually, is this something... No, this is specifically preventing me from wall jumping, isn't it? It's the honeysuckle and the maple tree. They brought it back from Yoshi's Island. Yeah, the game does seem to look pretty nice. I've not looked at it in 3D yet. I'm looking at it right now. The 3D is actually pretty good. I'm not using the 3D for this first playthrough, because I'm gonna... Since I'm obviously looking at the TV and stuff, just mainly so I can see the chat easier, but I will have to use the 3D in my later playthroughs. Use the elevator. There's no elevators in Metroid 2, what are you talking about? Yo. I've got nothing until I have high jump. Okay. Well, I think I've explored everything I can then. Except there's a square on the map I haven't uncovered, and that is completely unacceptable. Is this something I can interact with? Can't actually tell. Okay, whatever. Moving on. This is most certainly a loading screen. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's the stuff that Metroids eat, isn't it? What, am I gonna, like, get a pet? I mean, I know the one follows you at the end of the game, but I don't know. Don't actually answer that, by the way. I've made it a point to not really look at anything for this game, so I'm not wanting to spoil myself completely. And there are quite a few missile stations and save stations in this game. I do like how when you uppercut stuff, it like auto-aims. That's nice. Ooh, Charge Beam does suck stuff up. I wasn't sure if it did. Or wait, no. Stuff just floats to you anyway. Never mind. Okay, here's another one of these, so... yeah, that sounds about right. I was trying to remember how many Metroids I had to kill in the next area normally. I think it's 4. If you see literally any obstacle, there's a decent probability you can bomb jump over it. Well, I'll have to see how the bombs work in this game. If they're zero mission bombs, then yeah. If they're fusion bombs, then no. Okay, so knowing what I know of the original game, I should be able to get bombs and Spider Ball and Ice Beam all in this area, unless they moved some of it. This door, I think, just leads down to Metroids, but I guess we'll find... oh. This door does not open, apparently. So, or does it? Oh, is this a heated room? Is that why? Yeah, okay, let's not go in there. Various... hey. Hey, that was Magmore Caverns music. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Well, I'll look forward to seeing the bombs then. Immediately presses wrong button. So, basically what I'm seeing... wow, why do I keep trying to shoot missiles with X? That's really weird. I don't know why I'm thinking that. So apparently heated room is just a shortcut, I guess. Alright, there's probably an item in there, though. And this is a door that may or may not exist. Oh, it's one of those things. Alright. Just shoot the floor like a dipshit. Why is there a cube? Cube! No, I'm not going to play Gold or Silver on 3DS. I don't see the point. The Celebi is slightly, like, motivation for me to get it, but I still don't think I'd want to bother. Like, as it is right now, I already have to play through Gold up to the 7th badge in order to get Remoraid for my Crystal playthrough, in addition to playing through all of Crystal, so... playing through Gen 2 another time, like, on top of that just isn't something that I really want to do right now. It is up to you to guide Cube through the round of the things that Cube cannot go through. I played Pokemon Red on 3DS, but that was because I hadn't, like, I wasn't planning on playing through Gen 1, like, around the same time that it came out. So it gave me something extra to do. Like, I could play it at work and stuff like that. Can't wall jump underwater. Alright, good to know. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, since I've got the capture card, if they had released Crystal on Virtual Console, I could just do it all on that. Instead of using Stadium 2, but eh. What is this? What is this wind? What is this wind? Is this so, like, if I lay a bomb, it sucks it up or something? That's weird. Alright. Must get hit by these enemies every single time they show up. It's just a rule now. Also, I do enjoy how I've missed a screen up here, but I don't remember if that was something that I could have done or not, so whatever. Refreshing glass. Bring me a ghost, and a big one at that. Oh, pseudo screw attack kills this? Okay. Good to know. What is all this garbage? Is this damaging? Yes, it is. That is venom weed, apparently. Oh, right, it's the spiky shit that's in the original. Except, couldn't you get rid of the spiky shit in that by shooting it? This you cannot, so never mind. Okay, so yeah, screw attack does not kill that. It requires at least a couple shots first. Here we go. And my timing could not have been worse there. I'd have to look at the Jorgo sprite, because I barely remember what that thing looks like. Timing! Oh, shit. I didn't expect to die from that. I didn't even realize I was low on health. I can barely tell where my health is. And apparently it just spawns me outside the door instead of the save room. Weird. Timing! I cannot time this for shit. Oh my god. God damn it! Oh, you can't counter them? Okay. Okay, you can fuck right off. I usually don't use missiles this often. I think it's the only thing that can damage these, though. I feel weird spamming them. Charge beam work? can't tell if the charge beam's actually damaging it. Looks like probably not. So, wait, in the original Metroid 2, it was a game created before, like, game developers were nice to their players. So if you encountered a Metroid and didn't have enough missiles to kill it, you were just kind of hosed. I'm assuming this game doesn't allow that to happen, so there's gotta be some way to, like, replenish in a fight, or you get a beam later that can damage them, okay. Why is my Metroid thing still beeping? Am I really that close to one? Is it just because the shell is here, or... I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, the little electric balls can be shot? Okay. I kind of figured they might be, I just didn't really try it. I mean, that's not that unusual. There were, multiple, like, Gold-Silver remakes that were made by fans before Heart Gold and Soul Silver happened. How to have the immersive feeling of this, cover the bottom screen. I mean, I could. I'm actually now debating if I should do that. I don't know, I kind of like having the map. But, I suppose I've never played a Metroid game that has a map without using the map, if that makes any sense. So it would be a unique experience. I would just have to use my knowledge of the original game. I don't know, what do other people think? Because I could get rid of the map completely and just play with the top screen only. If other people think that would be interesting, I don't mind giving it a try. What was this? Was that just the, like, little Aeon stuff? Yeah, I guess I'll leave it on. However, I will ask this, like, if I basically make this full screen, like, I can still look at the bottom screen and see the map myself, but it won't be taking up any of the stream real estate. Like, I don't know if people really need to see the map watching the stream, so I don't know. I'll leave it as it is for now. The hinge on your 3DS just broke? Ugh. Yeah, I had to deal with that myself. It's not fun. Alright, this should be the Chozo Ruins area. Are we gonna get a remix of that derpy music from it? I really hope so. We're about to find out. Actually, hold on, can this jump be made? Okay. I do know the layout of this place reasonably well, so I could just head straight to the spider ball. But let's actually get bombs first. I have not seen his video of Pokemon Edge Rising yet. I saw that it was uploaded. I don't know what it is, and I will have to watch it at some point. Yeah, the music should be playing here. I don't know why it's not. Ah. Well, I was specifically referring to my 3DS with the broken hinges, actually, but yeah, that works too. I really hate these bad enemies. They're going to be the death of me. What are you? This should be bombs, I think. Bombs or ice beam. Yep, that's bombs. Alright, simple enough. Oh my. Okay, I have to get used to this timing. This doesn't seem quite as easy as I was expecting. Yeah, the radius on that explosion is not nearly as big as people were making it sound like it. I can't bomb jump for shit. Wow. Why are people saying this is easy? Give me a few hours and I might get there. Ugh. This is something. Just mashing tends to work, really? Why does what the fuck? Seriously? I can mash and it works, but if I specifically try to time it, it doesn't. Okay, it kind of works. Eh. Alright, then. Oh, do I have to use bombs to get out of here, or...? Alright, how do I get out? Bomb everything. Don't make me use the super guide, I don't want to. Fine, I'll use the damn super guide. If I can frickin' remember how. Is it just up in A? Okay. Oh, come on, I totally bombed that. It's just press A, you don't have to, like, hold it or anything. I have absolutely no reason to kill these enemies. It does anyway. So far, for what I've seen of them, I'm not a fan of the bombs. I'll have to get used to them, I guess. That's cool. I really don't know why I keep thinking X is missiles. There's no reason for me to think that. Actually, yes there is, because I've been playing Metroid Prime on emulator recently. Never mind. Alright, what do we got here? I don't know if I can do that. I'm gonna get Spider Ball soon enough anyway. Any awful work stories? I haven't worked in a couple days, so... Not really. I already talked about the counterfeit money and the dude flirting with, like, 17-year-olds during the Donkey Kong stream yesterday. I could retell them, but I won't. I mean, I don't necessarily mind retelling them, but this is the kind of game where I'm probably gonna, like, get interrupted with new stuff every 5 seconds and, like, not ever finish the story, so, I don't know. Oh, is this like a teleporter? Oh god, it is. Okay, that's interesting. So, how are these marked on the map? It's like a little plus-looking thing. Okay. I've got myself some options here. Actually, no I don't. Never mind. I immediately see what's going to happen. So, I go down there, I get Ice Beam, I freeze this thing, and then that lets me get up. I'm kind of surprised they didn't space out the items more than they were in the originals. However, for all I know, the Ice Beam could be blocked by some kind of boss, so I guess I shouldn't speak too soon. Yeah, honey. Yeah, this is definitely Ice Beam. And it's completely unguarded, okay. But here's the real question. What are they going to do with the other 3 Ice Beams that are in Metroid 2? Because I am certain that those are not going to still be in here. Icon to equip, press Y to fire. So you can actually switch, okay. Also, I'm noticing there's only 3 icons, so did they just get rid of Spazer? Again, not actually looking for an answer, just kind of thinking out loud here. Because I imagine if they were going to keep one of the other 2, they'd choose Plasma over Spazer. I'm not sure why they're not just additive beams, but okay. Okay, so yeah, Ice Beam doesn't actually freeze stuff unless it's charged, but it does kind of stun them. That's kind of cool. You want to be on normal shot most of the time? Okay. Well, I'll play around with Ice Beam a little bit, and once I learned that it sucks through experience, then I'll probably switch back. Ice Blast? Oh, right. The Pokemon guide. Okay. What was the point of that? How freaking long does this enemy stay frozen? Apparently that long. So I think there should be missiles in an energy tank up here if we're going off the original design, and we can't get up to find out. Never mind. That's fine, game. Don't let me go where I want to. I'll figure it out, I guess. Okay, yeah, that does take a while to kill stuff. Oh, right, bomb jumps. But the bomb jumps are awful in this. I don't want to have to learn the timing. I'll get the spider ball. It's over here. Or at least it used to be. I assume it still is. That's a missile. Okay, I might be able to reach this missile with bomb jumps. Let's see. No! No! Come on. Why? Ugh, okay. This is gonna be fun. I'm thinking I'm gonna have some trouble getting this thing. I could wait 5 seconds until I get Spider Ball. But I'm too stubborn. Seriously, how is this considered easy? This is like the most freaking precise bomb jump I've ever seen. Ugh. Yeah, this is not a good bomb jump. I don't care what anyone says. Ugh. I maybe could have made that. Whatever, let's just move on. Move on, next question. Like, Zero Mission is extremely easy to bomb jump in. Just count 1, 2, 3 and lay bombs. Like, what do you mean? I mean, I don't know what, like, kind of beat to lay them at, but... I guess if this works... Yeah, okay. See, I was trying to do it Zero Mission style, that's probably why. But either way, I'm not gonna get that item yet. What the hell? Alright then. Well, I sucked at the Super Metroid bomb jumping too, so, I mean, I guess no surprise there. I don't know, I found Zero Mission to be by far the easiest. Here, you know what? Just for comparison's sake. Give me a minute. Come on, folder. Why do you take forever to open? Oh my. Okay, I know that there's some really bad visuals going on, but just work with me here. Alright, here, let me get to a room with a bunch of vertical space. Yeah, horrible visuals, yeah. Yeah, horrible visuals, not gonna fix it. Okay, here we go. Like, to me, this is extremely easy. It's not precise. It's really easy to figure out. There's no, like, weird timing involved. That's what I was trying to do. Because you can even go diagonal with this. I don't know. I'll have to get used to it, I guess. Okay. Let's get back to our regular game here. Alright, so what was I doing? Yeah, this is Spider Ball, definitely. I recognize this. And there it is. Just kind of hanging out. So do I just press down while I'm using it, or how does this work? Hold L, okay. Also, that used to not be there. I'm glad that they put something there, because that was just a pointless dead end in the original. Yeah, Spider Ball, yeah. Spider Ball's cool. Yeah, I can see the chat. I was considering trying to put it in the black space on the side, but I figured it was too small. So instead we just have the Hadoo and the Sphinx. I'll just leave those there for the rest of the stream. Immediately gets rid of them. Alright, this is definitely a Metroid door. The thing is beeping like crazy, and there was a Metroid in the original, so yeah, here we go. Timing. Not sure how crazy I should go with the missiles on these, because the alphas aren't really supposed to be that hard, but that didn't stop me from dying to that one earlier, so... I'm not sure if these are as dangerous as I'm making them out to be. No, they still are. Still not sure how I feel about this checkpoint thing. I feel like it makes it a little bit too easy. In the first game, the Metroids are basically, like, discovered by the space pirates, and they're, like, breeding them in their labs. And you get rid of their facilities. And then in this game, you're going to the home planet that they're from to basically get rid of all of them so that no more can be bred. Is Metroid a hard series to begin with? I mean, not super hard, but... I don't know. For the sake of streaming the game and not having to redo shit, I'm thankful... Oh, hey. Thankful for the checkpoint, but my inner, like, elitist is screaming at it. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously it didn't work because they kept breeding Metroids for, like, the next 75 years, but it was the thought that counts. Wait, did I actually... Was that the way I had to go? Okay. Is it hard to get into if you didn't grow up with it? Eh. I mean, I didn't grow up with it, unless you consider starting with Prime when I was like 14, growing up with it. I don't know if I was 14. It was 2002, however old I was then. That was 15 years ago, so 28 minus 15. I guess 13. Alright then. Good. The plot kind of takes a backseat to the gameplay in most of the games, except for arguably the Prime trilogy. Well, and Fusion. Oh, okay. Sorry, I have to do this. I'm used to there being stuff up here. Although, actually, I think the energy and missile refill was all that it was supposed to be. No, hold on. There was stuff. There's a missing border on the map. That means there was something else up there. Let's go back. I thought I saw a morph ball tunnel there. You can't hide shit from me. Okay, maybe you can hide from shit from me a little bit. There we go. But yeah, I think the game's pretty good so far. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a new favorite of mine, but I definitely appreciate the fact that it was made. It has been way too long since we've gotten a 2D Metroid. When was Zero Mission? Like 2004? Okay, what do I do? Freeze that thing? No. Cheating, yo. I told myself I wasn't going to use that stuff. It is convenient, though. The only one on the DS was Prime Hunters and Prime Pinball, so it depends on if you call Prime Hunters a regular game or not. There was the original on NES, Metroid 2 on Game Boy, Super, Fusion, Prime, Zero Mission, Prime 2, Prime Hunters, Pinball, Prime 3, Other M, this, and Prime 4. I don't... Oh, and Federation Force. Did I forget any? Metroid Prime Hunters is basically the DS's attempt at making a first-person shooter, and arguably being successful. I've not played through it all. I only did like a third of it. It introduced a bunch of side characters that have not shown up in the series since, and has some really weird decisions in it. That's probably my best way of putting it. It was a game that I considered doing an LP for. It was part of the poll along with, like, Yoshi's Island DS and that other stuff. I really should play through that game at some point. I do have a physical copy of it, and now that I have the capture card on here, I could record it with this. Will I stream Federation Force? Probably not, because I have no intention of getting that game. I know it's apparently not that bad, but I also am not particularly interested in it. Alright, let's see, where do I want to go? Good. Oh boy, Triforce Heroes. That's a game I also don't care about. I suppose I could do Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks on console now. Because, you know, I want to do those so much. I could also stream Rhythm Heaven if I didn't fucking give it away to somebody. Well, I don't necessarily hate Spirit Tracks. I've not played it. I just don't... Phantom Hourglass was kind of meh, and I imagine Spirit Tracks isn't that much better. Because people... Like, when people say they hate Phantom Hourglass, they mostly mean they hate the Temple of the Ocean King, and I didn't mind that. I just didn't like the general, like, gameplay. I don't like moving and attacking with the touchscreen. It's really annoying. Outside, I can't actually tell where I am. I've played every Animal Crossing game to some extent. Not very much of Wild World, but... or City Folk, for that matter. Okay, let me rephrase that. I played the shit out of the GameCube Animal Crossing. I played a little bit of Wild World, about 1 month's worth of City Folk, and... like... a few months worth of, whatever the 3DS one's called, New Leaf. It's a series that I will play and then get sick of pretty early. Like, pretty early on. I do have New Leaf, and I could, like, do videos of it. I just don't see it as being particularly interesting. What the hell is this? Judging from the fact that these take individual damage, I'm guessing I need either, like, the Spazer or Seeker missiles for this. Either way, not something I can deal with right now. In midair. There we go. N64 Animal Crossing LP. Non-translated, I assume. Like, I don't know if there is a translation patch, but if there is, can't use it. Gotta play it in Japanese. That was fun. That looks like a bombable thing. Alright. So I don't know how much of this place really still needs to be explored, but I do like filling in the whole map at least, just to be sure. Speaking of Japanese, how is Joel? I would ask what you meant, but it occurred to me immediately what you meant. I mean, he's fine, I think. Is this another planet that Chozo colonized and then died out on? Of course it is. Every single planet in the series is that. Okay, looks like I've explored everything here, so we're gonna go back to the left. How many Metroids am I missing in this area? 2? I have 2 DNA things right now. I need 4 to open the things, yeah. Does it actually say how many I need anywhere? Also, what is this Morph Ball 0 out of 4 on the bottom? I am not the biggest fan of aiming with L. No. It's like, it's okay, but... I still find it a little bit weird. Alright, let's go ahead and use this teleporter, because it's right here. 0 4th ball difficulty 0 out of 4. There was an attempt. Alright. I don't know if that was actually any faster than just going back the normal way, but the current DNA door. Okay, so that is how, so that does tell you how many you need. What was back here? Is this purple goo? Or is this nothing at all? Is this what opens up when I put the stuff in? I can't actually tell. I don't know what half the shit on the map actually means. I'm gonna want to go back and explore this area more later, but for right now, let's just go back to the ruins, because I've got Metroids to kill there. If you put some in, it shows you the location of a shell. Okay, that's kind of cool. I shouldn't need that for this first part, but it'll be good to know for later. Yo. Yo. Oh, bombs do kill those. I actually didn't realize that. Yeah, because the original Metroid 2, you just kill a certain number of Metroids, which is, like, basically arbitrary, and then suddenly the world starts a-rumbling, and now lava that existed is now gone. And that there's basically no explanation for it. In this one, you collect their DNA, and then put them inside a giant Volcanion statue, and it opens... No, it, like, makes lava disappear. It's really weird. Sticky goo! So, what, is that just a high jump check? What is this? Okay. Thinking that's a high jump check. I'll move on, next question. Oh, I can get this now. Yeah, I suppose it does. Also, like, as I said that, oh. Okay. So it's not a high jump check, it's just a thing to prevent you from going in that way. Why not just use a one-way bubble block then? I don't know. But yeah, I kind of hate responding to chat comments when I'm not showing the chat on screen, because then, like, people watching the YouTube won't know what I'm talking about. So the comment that I responded to was, Since this is a Metroid 2 remake, does that mean you've come full circle with LPing? I feel like the chat in the corner is going to be too small. I don't know, let's try it. Give me a minute. We're still early enough in the game for me to change stuff up and not have it be completely awful. Let's see. I would scroll across the bottom one letter at a time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see, how do I want to do this now? I guess just make it wider. There, it's slightly visible. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that works, I guess. For some reason I thought it was going to be, like, too small to be viewable, but it's not so bad. Yeah. Okay, so let's stop wasting time and actually move on to the next stuff I need to do. Must make all of the expand-on jokes. Gotta put the nebula back on. Okay, let's not actually. The YouTube. You know, I read that comment the first time, and somehow, like, skipped over it because I was thinking you were talking about, like, Elder Scrolls for some reason, even though you clearly said that was from Myst. So, I don't know. I'm just a little bit stupid, I guess. Yeah, cool. Alright, so I should have all the upgrades back in the main area, so let's move on to... Oh yeah, that's the heated room. Stop dancing! Can we fail a little bit more? Screen wiggle. Yeah, wiggle. Yeah. Wait, what is that? Is that just a bug, or was that something? I think that's just a bug. Oh god. Bloaty and Ring... What was the ringworm had a different name. I remember that. Bloaty the Tick and somebody the Ringworm from Rocco's Modern Life. God, I haven't thought about that in ages. Alright, so that still does not open. How do I get over here? Oh, spider ball underwater. Right. what is glowing like a lighthouse over here? Why is this not openable? What the hell? Fine, I'll bite. No, you don't have to tell me. Okay, looks like there's a hidden door I missed. Yeah, spoilers. No, I don't really care that much, it's okay. Yeah, I do. I remember Really, Really Big Man. I remember the episode where Filbert kept getting fortune cookies that said bad luck and extreme misfortune will haunt your pathetic soul for all eternity. And there was like, he tried to get a bunch of like good luck stuff to counteract it. And there was a part of the episode where there was this giant, like this really fat pigeon trying to take a dump on a statue. And, like, Really Big Man was trying to talk him out of it. And I don't remember how that tied into the overall episode, I just remember that being a thing. How does this fucking door open? I'm so confused right now. Because I don't want to go in the heated room. This is actually doing a good job of not making it obvious where to go. It's from the other side. Okay, but I can't interact with that. Like, there's some kind of shit going on here. Well, I guess I'll just go to where the flashing Metroid on the map is and see if I can, like, break through a wall somewhere. I don't know. This is, decidedly a different layout from the original. Oh, wait, there's a thing. So, how is this supposed to work? Okay, game. What are you telling me? Power bombs? I'm not really sure how else I'd open that. I guess I approach it from the right then. Yeah, okay. There we go. Boy, why you do this to me? Did I just uncover a secret? Or no, I think I already knew about this. No, did I? Have I been in here? I can't remember. I mean, the map seems to indicate that I have, so yeah, I guess so. However, there is still the spider ball room, which there was like a missile that I could have gotten and didn't. That's way the hell over to the right. I'm getting distracted by things, but now that I remember that that exists, I want to go get it. And I still really, really fucking hate these flying enemies. So yeah, how about that music, because that is not in here. How long do I intend on playing? I don't know. It's gonna have to stop at some point, because I have work at 4:30. Somehow I've not gone in this door, okay. I might just finish up this area and then be done. Wait, what was that up there? What is that? It's another cube. Alright, gonna have to find out what these cubes are. Cube. Oh, that's not very exciting. Okay. At least I have finished that up. So what are those little yellow spots on the map? Save stations, okay. There's a lot of icons that I don't know what they are on this. I'm gonna have to learn them. Alright, heading back. Must get hit by every enemy at least once. It's a rule. Is anything in here I care about? There's apparently an item somewhere. To my left, I don't know how I access that. Probably from the other side. No, I've already opened up the Samus amiibo. Like, that was the first one I ever got. I can't use it, though. This place is annoying to get around in. Oh wait. Let's go through the same rooms at least 900 times. Okay. Will this actually get me to something that I care about? Fine. And that decidedly does not gain me access to that item there. How the fuck did you get that? Oh well. We'll worry about it later. Yeah, stuff. Found the floor in the room with the yellow. Oh, well, where I got the bombs? I thought I already tried that. Well, I'll have to go back there at some point for that, then. Oh, this was just destroyable the whole time. Alright. How far am I? Not very. There's 40 Metroids in the game, and I've killed 3. guess I'll take it. Not what I was expecting to find over here. I don't like how those can shock the floor. That's fairly obnoxious. Also, yes, game, I know. There's a Metroid, like, shell here. I have noticed. That is most definitely what that is. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Let's see, can I actually beat this one without dying to it? It would be a nice change of pace. So far, signs point to no. Let's miss every missile. Hey, what do you know? I actually did. I'm going to assume that's all in this room. Probably a dangerous assumption, but oh well. I know you can do the counter, but like, the one I fought before, like the first one, I tried to do that, and it was, like, electrified. And then I couldn't do it, so now I'm used to not doing it. Ugh. Forgot you have to charge beam these. I like how that actually... How am I supposed to do this? I feel like that's not the solution. Wait, are those even bomb blocks, or are those missiles? Yeah, those are missiles. Okay. And somehow mess up a simple jump. Okay, there we go. Here, I'll try using the counter on this one. I'm just really bad at timing it, also. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. Timing. This is why I just kind of want to kill them normally. And we wait. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a useful move if you're good at it. I'm still not used to doing it. Provocative images of Swedish meatballs. Okay. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, what? What? God, am I gonna have to do that in every room? Oh, that was just the way out. Okay, never mind. there may eventually be a time when I don't hate these enemies, but, I don't know. I'm thinking that that time may never come. Okay, so I guess I'll go all the way back around and go to the Chozo statue and get that item that I missed. Basically, I'm just gonna do, like, random backtracking and find stuff that I haven't gotten yet, and then we'll end the stream, like, when I'm satisfied with that, because I'm definitely not starting a new area yet. Yeah, you're cool, aren't you? Also, I'm going the wrong way. There's no subscribe or donate bits button because I don't know what donate bits actually means. And subscribe, I've just never thought about it. I assumed that I figured people could subscribe if they wanted and just nobody ever has. I didn't know you specifically needed a button for that. I think if I wanted to, I probably could. Unless you have to have, like, a certain viewership number before they let you do that. I don't know. It's not a big concern of mine. I stream because I like doing it, not because I want to earn extra money through it. Okay, so now that I'm visiting this room for a third time, let's figure out how this works. There we go. Really? Is this ice beam? What is this? Yeah, stuff I can't interact with. Cool. I still don't know how to get rid of this shit. Okay, well, I'm glad I came back. So let's see, what have I still not done? There's some random spots in the middle there that I haven't been in, not that there's any reason to be. There's a purple door that I can't open. There's something over there, which I can't do. There's the heated room, and I think that's about it. I like Sniz and Fondue. Here comes a more 100 CDs! I don't remember much of Sniz and Fondue. I remember the episode where Sniz orders 100 CDs, and then, like, they get stuck into this thing where they have to, like, keep ordering more of them. And they were, like, they can't afford it, so they have to, like, send back all the old ones, but they've been using them as, like, coasters and table props, so they're all damaged and stuff. But yeah, I don't remember, like, what the point of that show was. It was just kind of a generic cartoon. Yeah, at this point I can probably just kind of be done with this area, honestly. I don't think there's any reason for me to keep exploring it. They might have been cats, they were just kind of generic things. And one of them had a weird, tall hat that looked like a chef hat. Also, Sniz is just generally a good name. Not that Fondue isn't, but Sniz is a particularly good one. Gotta fill in that map, yo. No, Fairly Odd Parents started from Oh Yeah cartoons. Or What a Cartoon Show, I forget which one was the Nickelodeon one. Come on. Gotta fill in that last spot. Come on. Yeah! Damn it. It's important, damn it. I've gotta do it. Gotta spend time doing this. Come on, okay, we're good. So yeah, I think the rest of this place is pretty much explored, so we're done. Let's, I'm gonna drain the goop, head into the next area, use the first save station I find, and then be done. I should have tomorrow off, though, so there can be more of this. Wednesday is my cooking day. So, basically my schedule is usually I have Tuesday and Thursday off. Lately I've been getting Mondays off, too, for some reason. But yeah, it's like I get Tuesday off, I come in Wednesday as the cook, which is always, like, the worst day of the week. And then I have Thursday off, and then I, like, work the weekend as just, like, a general, like, whatever the hell. Also, you know what? Let's just run through the heated room, because I kind of feel like it. I'll be fine. Okay, maybe I won't be that fine. I immediately regret my decision. I didn't know there was lava. You please die. Ugh. And here we go. Is this actually progress down here? I thought I had to go back somewhere else. Yeah, I think that is progress. But the map spot, though. There's a single spot on the map I have to go to. And it was nothing anyway. I am so gonna freaking die. Okay, so other than taking a shit ton of unnecessary damage there, I guess this was fine, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just be done. First thoughts, wait, 57 point what? What does that say? 57.1%? For what? Exploring the map? That can't be right. I don't know what that's referring to. Item completion for the area? Or what does that mean? Because I definitely don't have 57 out of the whole game. God, how much of this place is left? I don't know, but yeah, as I was saying, first impressions, it seems pretty good. Still getting used to some of the controls, but that's not a fault of the game necessarily. And, yeah, I look forward to doing more of this. Let's, just kind of puke on a wall. I don't know where I'm going with any of this, so yeah, just kind of abrupt ending, I guess. I like how I tried to put up the Hadoo and it didn't work because the chat was blocking it. Compared to AM2R, I mean, that's kind of hard to say. That one was more traditional. This one obviously is going in a few more directions. Apples and oranges. I don't know. Bye. I don't know how to end a stream.